Are you serious?
Yeah, this is How to Kill an Hour. I'm Marcus Bronzy.
And my name is Nick Bright.
Yeah, there are many ways to kill an hour out there. Right now, you are killing one with us.
Yeah. It's going to be the best hour of your life as well. Trust me. Love to all those listening via the Apple Podcast app for iPhone and via Acast, which works on any phone. It's like a bit of a
Slag.
loose woman. Yeah. I was going to say loose woman, but like slag is cool. Hello to the classic mail, to Josh Spencer, to Will as well.
Yeah, man. Love to Holly Quick and you Soul and everyone else that's saluting us. If you like us as much as we like you, take a moment to click the link in the show description. Give us a review. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Made it easy for you. And after that, press subscribe so you can keep abreast of all the ways that we're killing hours out there.
Man said breast.
Breast. So yeah, as you know, we go out and about once in a while, and well, not actually quite a lot.
Yeah,
recently,
quite often for you, man.
Quite often.
Like, you're so busy doing different things at the minute. And you make out it's an excuse for a podcast. It's just you, like, having a nice time.
Just having fun. So yeah, we're about to get into the kill a bit, but Nick, I gotta be real with you, bruv. Shout out to the epic shit that I took this morning, bruv.
What? So, like, you just want to shout out the dump you had this morning?
Yeah, seeing as you're doing shout outs, like, because I've realised,
Okay.
no kidding, like, I really enjoy a good dump. Like, there's a good shit and a bad shit.
Okay. So just so we're across, because I think I know where you're going with this. Like, what do you quantify as a good shit?
I think I quantify good shit as minimal wiping.
Yeah.
Minimal wiping.
Yeah. Ding.
Ding. Yeah, that's good. Ease of push. I don't want to push.
Yeah.
I want to release.
Okay.
Yeah? I don't want to be cut short. I want to have a leisurely time.
Yeah.
I'm not really a newspaper reader, but if I can get a few swipes in on an app,
Oh, wow.
that's nice. That's
Wow.
the thing.
So just imagine how many poo particles are in your phone. Like, because your phone is in the toilet. Like,
What? Because it's out.
Yeah. But so I read, sorry to go on a tangent already, but I read a mad thing somewhere, right? That you know your toothbrush is in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, when you flush the toilet, if you don't shut the lid of the toilet,
Yes.
poo particles fly into the air and go into your toothbrush.
So if you got shit breath,
Exactly.
You know, there's like one guy like, why does this breath stink as shit?
Exactly.
It's because he leaves the toilet seat up.
He's like just using his toothbrush as the toilet brush. You just don't know what people do.
Bro, I say some of the halitosis, the hell noitosis that I'm smelling at this time of year, bro. It's a funky time. It's getting warm in the UK now as well, so it's a funky time of year, bro. You got to keep your stuff fresh. So that's a good shit for me, man. Like,
I'd have to agree. Like if we're going down that route, like, it's not nice when there's bare wiping and you're thinking, how is all this toilet roll going to flush?
Yeah.
Like, I'm worried that it's going to get stuck and there's going to be a flood in the bathroom. And I'm going to have Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo, just floating around the floor.
Floating, yeah, man.
not on.
And especially, that seems to be, I feel like I always have to wipe more when it's not my toilet. When it's my toilet and I'm chilling and bro, it's all right. I can open a window, stink up the place. That's cool. But why does it feel like when I'm somewhere where I shouldn't be spending ages wiping, that's when I'm using like 50 sheets of toilet roll.
50 sheets of grey.
Yeah, that's a bad shit. That goes towards the bad shit.
Yeah, it's in the
category.
bad shit column. Like, have you? This is a tangent one for you. So, have you ever needed to take a shit on a plane?
Yeah,
It sounds like a Samuel L. Jackson movie.
Well, someone says taking a goddamn shit on this goddamn plane.
I've been in a scenario before where it's like, boy, oh boy, you know, this ain't gonna wait till we get to Heathrow.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Man has to just quickly go in the toilet. Like, when you're tall, airplane toilets are just not a nice place to be, bruv. Like, you're banging your head, you stand up, and then when you're taking a shit at 38,000 feet,
Yeah,
like, it goes through everybody's mind, like, I'm taking a shit at 38,000 feet. I'm a boss man, bro.
Yes.
Hands up here. This is one of the highest shits on earth right now.
Yes.
That man ain't even on earth.
yeah. Forget the Mile High Club where you have sex at 38,000 feet. No, it's all about having a shit.
Exactly.
At 38,000
The Mile
feet.
Dump Club.
The Mile Dump Club. Yeah, that's a good dump. But the only thing is on a plane is that I always find that, again, it's a stinky one. Why is it always the super stinky ones when I'm on a plane?
Yeah.
And then you've got to open the plane door, the toilet door. Not the plane door.
I was going to say, bro, that's dangerous.
That's one way to get this out. You got to open the toilet door and there's always someone outside.
Give it 5, mate.
Yeah, that's what I'm like now. Now I just shrug my shoulders and go, boy.
I was coming back from Mauritius, bruv, which is a long flight. Mauritius,
Yeah.
12 and a half hours.
Yeah.
you know, like on long haul flights, they turn the lights off and everybody goes to sleep and all that stuff. And then they turn the lights on and everybody wakes up and then there's a massive queue for the toilet.
Yeah.
I was queuing to go to the toilet after they turned the lights on. Like some girl, right? She was quite nice as well. You know what I mean? And obviously, like, we know that women don't really go for poos. Like, girls don't do that. Girls don't take shit.
Never.
You know?
Never.
Just like rose petals come out, innit? That's how it works.
Fact.
So, like, she came out the toilet. Boy, man went in there. That toilet was annihilated, bruv. I was like, I can't look at... When I came out afterwards, I couldn't even look at her. I was like, I can't even look at you, babes.
Was there like streaks? Like, were there streaks?
What, like straight skid marks? M25 team?
Yeah. Did she paint the toilet? Did she paint the toilet?
She rearranged the toilet, bruv. It was like, it was just a hole in the bottom of the plane. I could see the luggage. You know what I mean? In the hole. Nah, but on a real, it wasn't rearranged, but there was some residue.
Residue.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a bad shit, man.
Not a good
What else is a bad shit? When I ain't got time, I'm in a rush. I don't like to rush my shit, bruv. I don't know. Some people can be quick in and out. Now I like to take time. Like, I'm a big man. I eat lots.
Yeah, exactly. And also, if you're like high fiber diet,
yeah, man.
Boy.
Like, before we press record, me and Nick are trying to keep it healthy out here.
Exactly.
And that requires fiber.
When you change your diet as well, like, trust me, your belly knows what's up. When you change the diet, your belly and your insides are like, hang on. This ain't the usual shit I'm used to.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to have to change the way it works down here.
Yeah.
So then when you take a shit, it's all messed up. You're like, this isn't the usual consistency. this doesn't feel like the normal kind of solidness of the poo.
You don't want that. You want consistency. You want clockwork with your shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just thought I'd get out there. Shout out to that shit. That was great, man. I feel so light right now. I feel like I could do anything. I feel like before I took the shit, I couldn't dunk. Yeah. now that I took it, I think I could enter the NBA dunk-off
Kobe Bryant,
right bruv. I'll be doing like 1080 spins, slam dunking.
I'll tell you, before we move off of the subject of good shit, the best kind of shit, other than going in your own yard, because like going in your own yard is the one.
Yeah.
Like the best kind of shit, right, is when you're at work, right? Now, bear with me. You're at work, not on your break. You decide to have a toilet trip. You're sitting there, shitting, getting paid.
Yes.
That is like the best shit. You're on the toilet like, I'm getting paid for this. Like, exactly.
Yeah. You know what? That's got to take the title of the best shit.
Money's rolling in the bank.
Shout out to all of those that take the work shit. And think about it. If you add up your shit, let's say you do a 10-minute run for a shit. That's 50 minutes a week. Yeah. That's run up to an hour. That's an hour a week. That's 50. Let's say take your holiday. 48 hours, 2 days you're getting paid for at work.
Having a shit, yeah.
Claim that shit.
Yeah.
Let us know if you take a work shit. Let us know. Hashtag how to kill an hour. Anyway, kill a bit. So yeah, we go out to places, and this week, boy, Nick,
another one.
A lot of zombie stuff we've been doing. Innit?
I think you've just got like a weird zombie fetish, bruv. If I'm honest, like. I don't know what your exes looked like and stuff like that because you've never invited me on a double date. But like, I got a feeling that they all either look like zombies or they're just dead.
Just dead things.
Yeah. No, not even dead things. They're actually dead. Like, and you're just grave digging for girls. Like, because you keep seeming to want to go to these zombie experience things. Like, and you get well into it.
They fail to like. To ever disappoint like these zombie things and Z Events was the one that we went to in was it Reading?
Reading, yeah, just outside London.
Drove down to Reading on a Friday night, and this was probably I'd call it one of the most immersive experiences in terms of just putting us slap bang in the middle of a situation that was real, like in a real environment, right, Nick?
It was sick. Like I just felt from beginning to end. Like, I enjoyed every minute of it. Like, there was no point in the whole thing where I was like, I'm a bit bored now, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to go Nando's or whatever. Like, I was just involved from the start.
Yeah. And like a lot of these experiences, you start off outside somewhere and they kind of introduce you and they give you your safety training and stuff. And if I'm honest, a lot of the other stuff that we've done, some of the training, I'm like, oh, come on, let's just go. It wasn't like that, you know? I think it was pretty, very safe. But then he gave us all the information we needed, and then that's it. As soon as we went into the area, we were playing the game, and the area for this is 250,000 square foot.
It was ridiculous. Like, it was a massive scale operation. The whole thing is like, it is, when you actually like break it down, because when you're doing it, all you're thinking about is, zombies! Like, that's all I care about. But then actually, when you step back and you're like, shit, like, hang on. For them to kind of put an event on like that and do it, because they do it like sometimes 3 times a day, 2 times a day. Like, it's like, man, that is a lot of work, bruv.
It's crazy. And at so we started off outside, and then me and Nick are going to tell you the story without spoiling it. That'll be the challenge.
Yeah.
They give us our brief, brought us in, and then obviously you find out why there's a zombie outbreak, shall we say, yeah. And then you get strapped up.
Yes.
Right?
Like, this is why, for me, it was like next level. Next level, because all the other, like, zombie experience, the other zombie experience that I did, that you heard about on the podcast, did about a month or 2 back.
Yeah.
And then I done the secret agent thing. They're all cool, but it's like, you don't get anything whilst you're doing it. But as you just heard, Marcus just said, you get strapped up.
Yeah.
With a serious strap as well.
Yeah, a strap that has some kickback on it. And I think, that's it, right? You hit the nail on the head, Nick. With other experiences, it's sort of always you react.
Yeah, you
react.
You're just running, innit? You're just like, essentially, it's like you're running away from zombies, or you don't even necessarily really have contact with the zombies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're there, but they're always at arm's length because, like, you've got no means of defending yourself, so there's no reason why they should catch you, because it would be a bit weird if they caught you and then it was like, well, now what?
Yeah.
Like, whereas with this, boy, you can defend yourself.
You can defend yourself. And I think that's the difference. Like, you can actually hit back.
Yeah.
And, like, you can take headshots.
Yep.
You can take leg shots. Yeah.
You can take shots wherever you want.
Yeah. I mean, it was sick. And in terms of the space that we're in, Nick, bro, so let's talk about the space we're in, bro.
So you want to talk about the space? You want to say where we were?
Yeah, I think we can say the setting of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was a sick setting. It was actually in an abandoned shopping centre. So, like, you got to think, inside that abandoned shopping centre, it still had all the things that you would expect from a working shopping centre, like,
or a mall. You know, a mall.
Yeah.
A mall.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
So, a mall for anybody locked in the US. But it's basically like, it still had the shop fronts.
Yeah.
It still had, like, the rat runs behind the shop. So, you know, like, where all the, like, service workers would go and stuff like that. And then it just had, like, parts of the shopping centre you would never ever see. Like, underground basement rooms and, like, it was mad. It was seriously crazy.
5 floors, is it?
5,
yeah. Takes place across 5 floors. So the thing about this is a lot of the places we've been to, they've had to turn other things into realistic looking environments, or we're actually just out and about. But this, you're in a confined space, but a massive space, but it's a real space as well. So you're like, imagine your closest mall or your shopping centre being shut down and you have to run through it and cap up zombies.
Man's running through Westfield, capping people. Like, we don't condone you doing that right now. Only do it if there's a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. In Z events. Yeah. Trust me.
You'll probably get arrested if you just went down Westfield and done that now.
But the zombies look real. The zombies were sick.
Zombies were mad.
The zombies were some of the bloodiest, scariest, loudest.
Yes.
Shout out to the Screecher.
Oh my gosh. Like, you could hear her from the first, like, zombie part of the experience. So, you know, once you're aware there's zombies around and stuff, you could just hear this one girl from start to finish. But she'd nailed it. Like, when I say nailed it, like, screaming zombie, it was, like, perfect.
It was scary. It was scary, man. Like, and, like, the zombies, they were just, I don't know. I felt, because we were in a real environment, they looked so real. The story was so real. It felt real to me. Like, and it's like, even our tactical movements through the building, you've got to think like Nick, this is where I realized Nick don't mess around. Because Nick, 5 minutes in, there was like a part of the storyline happening where we did have to pay attention to actors, but you turn around and where's Nick? Nick's got our 6. Yeah. Nick's got our 6. Nick's there. What's up, Nick? What are you doing? Got the door.
I'm just on the door because with these things, like, they always want to do things as the element of surprise. So it's
Yeah.
like when you're all like chilling and relaxing, listening to the actors talking, boom, the
Yeah.
door comes open, zombies come flying in.
Yeah.
Like, I was on the door, like, if that happens, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I am ready to take you out.
I've got to say, if there's a zombie apocalypse, Nick, I want you on my side because you don't mess around, bruv.
Well,
you don't mess around.
The problem is, if there was a real zombie apocalypse, Marcus, like, I reckon I'd be useless. The thing for me is, it's like, I just throw myself into these experiences. Like, if you're there doing it, I think to myself, what's the point in going there and being like, yeah, like, not really bothered. I'm just like, action over there. I'm just get involved with it. I can't help myself. It's the type of person I am. It's like if I have a race against somebody, right? I want to win the race. I'm not running in the race like just to go, oh, that was fun, wasn't it? We had a nice time running out. I want to win, bruv. Like, I'm there to win. Like, it's as simple as that.
Yeah, but Nick got into it. Even you're even doing these army commando hand signs. I don't know what sign it is, but you know, like I always see it when they're going through the jungle. It's like a Predator type scene, and they're going like there's a line of like soldiers, special forces, and the guy at the front stops and goes, shh, puts his fist up in the air like
that
he's
means
gonna do
stop.
a fist pump. That means stop. Nick was doing that. He was like, stop.
Yeah, it's called Fieldcraft.
Is that what it is?
A man used to be in the army cadets, bro.
So what is this? So you did your fieldcraft?
Yeah.
So what does it mean when you put a fist in the air?
A fist is like hold position.
Yeah.
Like, and normally would mean crouch down, but you can like fist means stop and hold position, crouch down. You then like put a flat palm and like push it towards the ground.
Yeah.
Means get down.
Yeah.
If you do like your arms behind you like this in a kind of diagonal arrow position.
Nick looks like he's kind of doing. It looks like you're flying, but pushing your hands further back.
Yeah. That's like a V formation or arrow formation. So it's like you all get into arrow formation and then continue forward. And then if you do that, which is like two fists, like, so you got your left, say my left hand is like level with my shoulder in a fist, and my right hand is like in front of my body, but in a fist.
Yeah.
That means a staggered position. So it's like, you're staggered. Walking forward.
That's where it came from. I thought
me.
Nick just drew for this out of random
Trust
knowledge.
me. You need to know these things, bruv, because when the zombies come, like, I'm doing my fieldcraft, bruv.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I want you on my paintball team. I want Nick Bright on my paintball team.
Yeah.
See, me, you, and my mate Sean that came down. Yeah, we had that.
Yeah.
On lock.
And the maddest thing is Sean as well, on the way there in the car. Like, me and Sean were talking. We're both like chicken shit, bruv. Me and Sean, we're both cowards. Like, we're like, oh, we're just going to be hiding behind people. Like, but like I said a minute ago, once you get there and you get into it, I was like leading the pack out of the door and shit in the end, like some action man. Like, I could not help myself. Like, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I was trying, I was thinking, I hope people ain't thinking, God, this guy's a dickhead. Like, why does he think he's part of the show?
Nah,
like,
you were going in. You were going in. When it was like a room full of, there was like an area with 5 rooms. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, if he could have kicked the door down, he would have. But imagine him kicking the door down, going clear.
We were literally doing that, though, innit?
Yeah, I was on it. I was on it.
We were going into rooms and like checking the rooms and being like, clear.
Yeah, and I think a good element that they added into it was they added in the survival elements, and they do clever little things. So there's like ammunition checks.
Yeah.
So you've got to think about how much ammo you use in certain positions. And there's like little things like when the lighting goes out and stuff like that. Bruv, it felt so real. And with any of these immersive experiences, to build on what Nick said, it's definitely about activating that part of your brain that you used when you were 5 or 6 to play. Yeah, it wasn't a tent. It was just a blanket over a stick. But if you activate that sort of part of your brain, you're going to have an amazing time. And with this, I was in a zombie apocalypse. That's what I felt.
Most definitely. And it's funny as well, because it's like, I think everybody else who was with us, they split us into 2 like sub teams.
That was amazing. That was
like
good,
everybody that was like involved, so the 2 sub teams together, I think everybody was in the same boat. Because there was quite a varied age range there. Like, I think there was a guy there with a younger girl. Look, I'm not in a position to say whether it is his daughter or not. It might be his girlfriend. Like, it's 2016, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but like,
he's either a dad or he's either a rude
exactly.
boy.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, but I don't know because I didn't ask. But the point I'm trying to make is he was slightly older and she was younger, and it's like, he was still massively involved. She was massively involved. There was a big group of like stag lads that were there on like a stag do, which is like, I don't know what you call a statue.
Bachelor party.
Is that what it's called? Bachelor party?
Yeah.
So it's basically like one of them was getting married and they decided to do this. They were all massively involved with it. There was nobody who was there that was like the wet blanket. There was nobody there that was like, no, like, I don't really want to do this. Like, everybody just jumped in and I loved it.
Yeah. And you had to jump in and be serious. And also, like, you got to be careful with these things as well. I had a couple of bruises on my leg.
Yeah, I've got one now, bro.
Yeah, a couple of bruises on my leg. So it was real, man. It was very, very real.
The maddest thing, I don't even remember banging my leg. Like, I must have banged it somewhere, but I don't remember.
The action man part of you just took over. You're not feeling bruises. That you could have lost an arm and a leg, and then you'd have just run it off. You'd have jogged it off. You get me? So yeah, like Z events. I would say that's definitely the biggest area that I've been in.
Yeah.
And the storyline was on point. Like, to be fair, a zombie storyline is. I'm not saying it's easy to do, but it's it's always going to be fun, in it?
It's one of the most popular ones to do, though, isn't it? Like doing the whole zombie thing. So it's like, they might have been doing something that a lot of other people have been doing, and a lot of other outlets do, but it's all about how you make yourself unique.
Yeah.
And I feel like that experience, from my experience anyway, was a unique one.
Definitely. And I think that's one because you can shoot. Yeah. Like, you can actually interact with.
Bruv, the shooting, I'm telling you now, if you're listening to this and you're thinking about it, the shooting just takes it to the next level. Because like we said earlier, normally you're used to flipping running. You're still like, there's a zombie coming after me. And then you get away, and then it happens again. You run away, you get away. This is like, after about half an hour in, I started wanting to confront zombies. Like, you know what I mean?
We wanted to hunt them.
Yeah. I started wanting to find them, like, rather than run away from them, because I'm gassed because the man's got the gun.
And you see, even with the guns, you got to think about, because you get a certain type of gun, you got to think about how that gun works and how that will affect shooting zombies. Bruv, it's so clever, because if you don't use your gun right, or think about your weapon, then you might not.
And like you said earlier, no spoilers on the podcast, but like you said earlier, you got to think about your ammunition as well. It's not just like, it's unlimited. Like, you got to think about your ammunition. So it's like, you got to think, is it worth taking the shot here?
Exactly.
Is it worth taking this zombie out? Can I get past this zombie or get away from this zombie without shooting?
Exactly. And that, bruv, that just, I think that was a finishing touch that built to the realism. And the reason that they've got all these little touches and stuff like that is they've been doing it for a long time, like 4 or 5 years. I think they were one of the first people to have one of these zombies experiences. And you can really see that it pays off, the experience. Like, we came out of there and we're like, whoo. Like, we just went for a zombie apocalypse.
It was sick. And then we went for Nando's straight afterwards, which was weird. It was like 10 minutes ago we were shooting zombies and now we're just here chilling.
Eating dead chickens, isn't it?
Yeah. Free refills.
Shout out to Nick's nose, because when we pulled up outside the venue, we were outside the venue and then we were all asking a few questions like, is this happening? Is that happening? And Nick went, excuse me, mate, is there a Nando's near here? And the guy went, there was no evidence of a Nando's there. And we were like, Nick, how did you tell? He was like, what did you say?
I could smell it, bruv. I kept getting wafts. And anyone who is listening to this, think of your favourite, it doesn't have to be that particular restaurant. Think of your favourite joint, right? You know what it smells like, bruv. You know when you're near, you're like, ooh, Subway or KFC. Like, you know what it smells like. So I was like, I'm getting wafts of like peri chicken, bruv. Like, but like Marcus just said, there was nothing around. It was like, behind us was a car park, in front of us was the abandoned shopping centre. Nothing else. Like, I was like, there's a Nando's round here, bruv.
Nick Bright, the Nando's machine. You don't need no Nando's at when Nick is around.
You know,
there's one in 200 meters. Bruv, it was a walk away, It wasn't close, bruv.
You know how like Spider-Man's got spidey senses and they start tingling? That's what happens to me. If I get like within like 200 yards of a Nando's, my nose is like...
And you even found it there with no maps. Nick's like, right here, left here. Bro, it was sick. It was good. It was a really good place. Price point of it, was it 120 a ticket? 120 quid, which is not the cheapest thing that we've done experience wise, but you get 2.5 hours to 3 hours of gameplay. The sheer size of the place, the depth of the story is sick. I mean, I feel like it's the sort of place I'll go to, with like a group of mates. I'll plan a night out. I think if it was me, I'd plan driving to Reading, doing that during the day, going to a Nando's, and then going for a night out. It's that sort of experience. I don't think it's a sort of thing where you're just like, oh, what should we do tonight? Cinema?
Yeah.
It's not like that sort of experience. For me, I feel like it's a planned group activity.
Yeah.
Go there and have a great time. I mean, what are your thoughts about that?
I mean, like on first listen, right? It might sound like you might be sitting there thinking, 120 quid. That's a lot though. That's a lot. But based on the popularity, from what we saw when we were there, like I said, there was a group of stag guys, bachelor party guys. 11 of them there was, I think, in their group, and they were all there and they were all enjoying it. And then, like, I don't think it's that steep when you break it all down.
Yeah.
Like, because like I always say, if you go on a night out, like standard night out, bit of food, go to the club, whatever. If there's a big group of you and you're getting table service and whatever in a club, you're going to spend over like £120 anyway.
Easy.
Like,
and we've travelled up and down the UK in clubs and stuff like that. And yeah, it's been a lot of gigging, so we're not buying stuff. But I know prices. If you go for a little bit of food in the day, if you then go to for a few like singles or doubles, have a few drinks, cab home, we're talking similar costs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So for an experience where you get much more than just a passive experience, when you either get music played at you, shouldn't really be talking us out of gigs, but music played at you, film thrown at you. Now this, you're in something, you're talking, like we were even having conversations with like the character, because obviously with this you get guides that help you through it, that are part of the story. The conversations that you have and little like things that they give you and the little side missions that they give you. Like I lost something. It was my job not to lose something, and I lost something. But yeah, so stuff like that, just it builds a massive experience for me, and I think that sort of stuff I'll definitely plan and go for it. Yeah, and if you want to get full information about that, it's all about heading over to zevents.co.uk if you want to book it for yourself, because they're very busy. You got to book in advance. I think for us, we put this in the diary a little while ago to make it happen. And also, the guys at Z Events said that they got a couple tickets that we can give away. And if you want to get involved in that, it's all about going to... Where did we go to, Nick?
You got to head over to howtokillanhour.com/win. And this is definitely something worth winning. Like, Bruv. It is sick. I've said it so many times, and I feel like people might be like, oh, you're just saying that. You're just saying it. Bruv, I am telling you, you will walk out of that shopping centre, you will walk out of that mall, and you will go... Bruv, that was amazing. Like, that was sick. I have had a amazing time. I'll challenge anyone to say that, oh, that was shit. Like, no, if you say that, you should be one of the zombies because you're dead inside, bruv.
Yeah, you're not real. You're dead. You're dead inside. Yeah, it's amazing. And it's based in Reading. So, and I think, enter the competition, get down there, and have a night out in Reading. Because there was some good-looking people in Reading. I can't lie. We're in Nando's.
It's a university town.
Boy, we're in Nando's, and I saw some vibes out there. There was some very well-fitting clothes out there, and it's heating up across the UK in 2016 right now. So,
trust me.
Yeah, have a good time. But yeah, shout out to Z Events. So that's how we killed a bit this week. Next episode, we've got some more zombie related stuff coming up.
See what I mean?
All right, Nick. All right,
See what I mean with you?
We'll switch it up. But Nick, on How to Kill an Hour, the last few episodes, shout out to Funk Butcher. There's been a lot of sexy ways to kill an hour of sex related things recently on the show. You might have heard some of them. Over the last few episodes, we've had the dildo drone.
Yeah,
which
it's madness.
For you, that was a bit of a.
It's like I don't understand why you're attaching a drone to a dildo. That it's like saying, like, let's make an invention of a chair saw. Like, why do you need a saw and a chair? Like, it's two things that don't need to go together. Like, why do you want to do it?
Well, if you want to find out what problem it's solving, there's a previous episode for that. But bruv, do you know what? I like that because it took something that was popular and it took something else that was popular and it made it even more popular.
But has it though? Has it made it even more popular? Like, you're flying a drone around with a rampant rabbit attached to it. Like, what are you doing with that?
Pleasure in the world. There was dildo drones. There was Tinder threesomes in last week's episode as well. This is official.
Wow.
So check those out, the last two episodes. Tinder threesomes and dildo drones, among other things.
All the highbrow topics.
We just got to keep it classy out there. Keep it classy.
Yeah, I agree.
And now, Nick, sex theme parks.
What, like Alton Towers, but like of sex?
Yes.
But like Disney, like Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse are really getting it on when you go to Disneyland.
A sex theme park, Nick.
What?
A theme park.
I need you to break
sex.
it down. Like, so I don't understand, bruv. Like, I don't understand how again, it's two things that don't go together.
Well, they do say that roller coasters are the most fun you can have without taking your clothes off. But obviously, on How to Kill an Hour, we've just showed you a way that's more fun. But I don't know. Is it? Yeah, we have. But basically, Brazil. Well, it would be Brazil, isn't it?
Oh, man's going Brazil soon.
Going Brazil, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, man's going Rio in August for the Olympics.
Well, they've got some other Olympical stuff going on there as well. So yeah, Brazil's bringing together two of the finest joys in life in one glorious place. A sex-themed amusement park. Everyone likes rides.
Yeah.
Everyone likes sex. I get it. The dildo. Everyone likes drones. Everyone likes dildos.
This is a ride of a different variety, though, isn't it? This kind, what you're talking about here. Everybody likes rides.
Bruv, it's going to be called Erotica Land.
Yeah. Oh, my days.
Erotica Land opened in 2018. It will be an adults-only theme park built near, I can't say that, but it's 2 hours away from Sao Paulo.
Okay.
It's entirely themed around sex, right?
So, bruv,
what are your thoughts
like,
off the top about this before we
the
get stuck
first
into
thing
it?
I'm thinking is like, so are you rolling around naked? Because like, it's mad hot and mad sunny in Brazil, bruv, and I'm not getting sunburn on my dick. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
What? So the alternative is, right, people go, oh, you got to put sun cream on your dick. But then what, you're rubbing cream into your dick naked in the theme park? Like, bruv.
With other naked people around.
Like, wanking yourself off with creamy dick.
It's going to become a sticky situation.
It's a situation.
They're going to need a lot of tissues out there. Now, I think it's like, imagine a sex shop, yeah? But they've got so they've got like sex theme rhymes. So they've got like a 7D cinema with vibrating seats.
Is that a pun?
Is the
7D?
Yeah. Is the D for like 3D, like dimension, or is it for dick?
Yeah, exactly. It's 7 dicks attached to your seat.
Yeah, you got, where would they be? It'd be one for each hand.
Yeah, when you sit on one, obviously.
Sit on one.
No, two. You sit on two. Yeah. Yeah.
Sit on two. And then, I don't know, bruv.
One in the mouth, two in the ears. What are you talking about?
That would rather be called airtight, because you would be airtight, mate. So yeah, it's got a nudist pools. There are nudist areas, Nick.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Bumper cars shaped like genitalia. That'd be sick. Bumper cars, yeah,
wow.
Bumper. So you could ram your male bumper car into a female bumper car.
This is
nice.
This place is ridiculous.
Yeah, instead of pretzels and ice cream, they're gonna serve aphrodisiac treats.
So like oysters and shit.
Just Viagra.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine that?
Roofies.
Viagra ice cream. Mate, that would sell.
Vice cream.
Look at that. Another How to Kill an Hour for
another
one.
Yeah, and we're copywriting that.
Vice cream.
Yeah, copyright.
Ice cream's a sexy thing, though, isn't it? Like, that's a bedroom thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Like if it might be a bit cold, like, you know, to put it on you. But yeah, I guess so. You could like lick that off of your partner if you want to. Yeah.
A little bit of Viagra.
I assume that's what you mean, rather than just like taking a tub of ice cream into the bedroom and whilst you're getting a blowjob, you're just fucking chowing down on the Ben and Jerry's. I assume like.
To be fair, I'll probably enjoy that as well. Bro, you go,
like, babes, just get your mouth around that while I get my mouth around this. Like.
Bro, that'd be
oh,
right,
chunky
man.
monkey.
I think I'd enjoy that if there's a good TV show on as well. That'd be great, mate. That sounds
Such
heavenly.
a chauvinistic pig, Marcus.
I'm not, mate. Afterwards, you can get the Bailey's ice cream out afterwards. And, yeah,
I was going to say you probably finished the whole tub of Ben and Jerry's by the time like it's her turn.
She'd need her own tub because I'd eat a lot. So yeah, that's what it's got. So it's all good, clean fun apparently, but actually having sex in a theme park will be prohibited.
Right. Okay.
But to be fair, that's like giving people petrol, giving them lighters, and telling them not to start a fire in the theme park.
So let's get this completely straight because we don't want to mislead anyone, mostly myself.
Okay.
You're not rolling around the theme park naked.
Nah.
You're wearing clothes, but everything in the theme park is kind of like sex themed, and then there's a nudist bit if you don't want to wear clothes.
Yeah. So in summary, they got the 7D cinema with vibrating seats.
Yeah.
Seriously though, like let's try and think about how they'd make this work. So you'd have the visual bit, yeah?
Yeah.
That might be 3 of the Ds done, yeah?
Yeah.
3Ds, so you can see it and it's 3D.
Yeah.
Where's what are the other 4Ds?
The 4 is like in Fort Park, you know, where they've got the air and the shit that drops on you, like.
So there'll be so there's 3Ds, 1, 2, 3. So then you got fourth one. That's the water So that's
Yeah.
the splashback, yeah?
Yeah.
That's the money shot.
Wow,
Right.
you know what's going to happen with
Yeah.
that as well. Boy.
That, yeah.
Facial.
5, you got the air. What's the air from?
Fart.
Fart. All right,
Yeah,
cool. 6.
Fartbrazil. It's
Six.
in Brazil as well.
It's in Brazil.
Do you remember fartbrazil.com?
What's fartbrazil.com?
Don't remember that website?
What's fartbrazil.com?
Well, it was a porno website where like girls were just like sticking their noses up guys' asses, and guys were just they were letting rip, bruv. The most mental farts. It was the most mental farts. As well.
Was it like a YouTube thing where you just streaming?
It was a website, bruv. Fartbrazil.com. You don't remember it?
God,
Girls were like, they'll put their nose in the man's arse crack, right? Like this. The nose is in the arse crack. And then like the fart was always the peakest fart. It wasn't like a little, it was like, I often questioned if the farts were real.
After what you said about particles at the start of the show, aren't these birds going to have like brown bogies?
Bruv, they were loving it. The girls in the thing were like, that's what they used to be like, sniffing up. It's mad.
Oh my god.
Fartbrazil.com.
Fartbrazil.com. We need to
I
find
think
out
it got
that exists.
shut down. I think you could still find clips of it though.
Fartbrazil.com. I need to check that out. So we're on 5 or 6 Ds.
Yeah, I
5
can't
Ds.
remember,
There's
man.
got to be one real D in there at least.
Yeah,
There's gotta be one D.
Some man's coming out from somewhere, like,
Yeah.
smearing his dick on you while you're wearing the glasses. And you're
one
thinking
D,
it's part
yeah.
of the screen, but it's a real fucking dude with his
It's
dick.
pretty good. Yeah. Just
Wow, I can feel that on my hands. It feels so real.
so veiny. So there's a sex toy shop, which makes sense. Obviously,
Yeah.
you've got to sell the merchandise in the
Merch.
place as
Maybe
well.
there's dildo drones in there.
Maybe. Oh, hey, listen. People like drones. People like dildos.
Yeah.
Hey. There's a museum dedicated to the history of sexuality.
Okay.
What is the history of
I, don't
sexuality?
know, I ain't going in there. That's a bit long for me.
Is it a bit too PC for you, isn't it?
bit too boring, mate.
Bit too serious, that, yeah.
On a real though, if you're breaking it down, right, and I know Alton Towers is not a nudist or sex-themed theme park, right? But if there's a museum in Alton Towers, you're not going in the museum, bruv.
Nah, forget
I know
it.
this is a sex theme park and that's
Yeah.
a sex museum, but still, if I'm in a theme park and I see a museum, I'm like, nah.
Museums have old things in it.
Yeah.
So we're either going to see old cocks
Yeah.
and vaginas.
Shriveled cock.
Yeah. Or we're going to see old sex toys. Yeah. Which are going to be worn down and used. Now, nah.
It's not for me.
I want to see the dildo drones. I want to see the future museum.
Yeah.
The museum of the future of sexuality.
The fucking robot, like,
Yeah.
dildos.
Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want to see. They've got erotic games.
Is that like boat parties? Have you seen that? You know, like boat parties abroad where it's like
Everything
Brits,
goes.
yeah, Brits go like to Magaluf or whatever, or like if you're listening in the US, it's probably like spring break,
Yeah.
like you know where people go abroad and then it's like you see these mad sex games happening. Like girls are just there with their tits out, and like some guys on the mic like, "Who wants me to wrap my face in her tits?" And everyone's like, "Wah!" Like that's basically what it is.
Yeah, bruv, how do these things...
I used to work in Malia, bruv. I've done 2 summer seasons in
Yeah.
Crete in Malia, which is basically like a mental, if you've not been there, you don't know about it. It's just a mental place where Brits go. And like the amount of mad shit that I saw, the amount of girls just getting their tits out in clubs because you're on the mic and you say, "Get your tits out." And then the crowd go, "Yeah." And then girls just get their tits out. Cash.
Free of pressure.
They just do it, bruv. Get tits
Yeah.
out.
Girls should do it back to guys. Get your dick out! Hey!
Well, I already had mine out.
Yeah, fair enough.
it was already in my hand.
Oh, so it was just mutual. Right, that's
yeah,
that's
yeah,
fair,
exactly.
isn't it? So
Yeah,
you were just saying, "I'm here. I've got
Yeah.
I've got everything out on the table. Let's see what you're working." Oh, that's fair enough,
Cock
isn't
in
it?
hand, bruv.
Fair enough.
Z events.
They've got an erotic sculpture park.
In there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So an erotic sculpture. That sounds very PC, doesn't it? Like you're in a vagina, like you're on a cock and a vagina bumper cars, and then you go, "Oh, I'm just going to go to the sculpture park."
Like you're rolling around in like you said, fucking cock and balls, like bumper car.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Should we go to the museum,
Yes,
darling?
yes,
Let's just have a look in the museum."
Yes. You're gonna have like a civilized time there. They got a nudist swimming pool.
Okay.
Interesting, to be fair. A sex playground complete with a water slide. A sex playground.
Does that mean you can have sex in the playground?
That makes me feel like that's going to encourage people to have
Yeah,
sex.
exactly.
How can you have this no sex? This place is going to close very quickly.
If it's
they get
not
in trouble for
right,
having
let's
sex.
break it down. Right, if it's not for kids,
Yeah.
right, and there's a playground there, and it's a sex playground, That says to me, come to the playground and have sex in the sex playground.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm just jumping the gun and I'll get arrested. But it sounds to me like people are having sex in the sex playground.
Yeah, that's going to happen. And I think before you go there, if you're thinking of going there with your other half, well, you know, because I think these things could happen. I think Miss Bronzy might roll with me for
2016, mate.
2018, innit?
Well,
so
yeah,
even more forward
exactly.
thinking then. Wear sunglasses, mate, because you don't want to be seen to be ogling at
exactly.
the wrong thing too much, innit?
Exactly.
Guess what the price point is?
What, for the sex theme park?
I reckon that's a wind up.
What? So $100, which is 69 English pounds. That is definitely a wind up. Definitely, that's a boom 69er, innit? If you're sitting there thinking, what? I don't get it.
But yeah, so that got me. Like, I was thinking, nah, this is a crazy theme park, yeah, and it's gonna be. I don't know how it's gonna work there, but it's gonna happen. How long until it gets closed down? Who knows? But I did want to give you a little run through, Nick, of a few different theme parks that are out there. I found a few different ones, and I wanted to ask you if
they're real or fake. Is this where you're going with this?
If you'd go,
okay.
If you go to these, I'll give you a quick fire.
Okay.
But before I do that, actually, Nick, who are you supposed to take to this theme park though?
What, the sex theme park?
Yeah, like, do you go with the missus?
I think it's got a bit like I wouldn't really want to go. You don't want to take like a new girl there. Like, it's got to be like a missus that you've been with for a little bit. Because if you go there with like a date,
first date, yeah, no, I reckon go first date.
No way, that is a disaster.
First date, find out what she's about.
Find
out what he's about. Find out how freaky they are.
That's true. That's true, to be fair.
Find out the freakiness levels.
I'll give you that. But just say, right, you get to this sex theme park, right, with this first date, and she says, oh, babes, I'm just going to the nudist area. Come with me to the nudist area. Are you going to the nudist area?
Yeah.
You're going all the way? Nah, see,
I'll go.
For me, I'm like, nah, straight away. I'm like,
really?
I'm like a prune, bruv. Like, I'm like, nude. I don't want to get naked in front of a load of strangers. Plus, when you go to nudist areas, it's always old people in the nudist areas.
So that's cool. You're looking the best then. You're looking fresh.
You're seeing saggy tits and shriveled cock. Like, do you really want to see that? Like, some woman dragging her tits along the floor.
But that means you got to focus on a game plan. I reckon first. Or did you go with a man then, though? Do you go with the lads?
I think that the banter would be too uncontrollable. Like, if you went with the lads, can you imagine everything would be, way, oh, fucking hell, look at that. Like, it would just be like, you'd be exhausted within fucking an hour.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I want to go home.
So that right stag do's off then, innit?
Oh, can you imagine?
Bruv.
Can you imagine, bruv?
So Nick's saying go with a date. I reckon first. No, you're saying go with your missus.
Yeah, I think the missus, because then it's like,
I'm saying jump in first date, man. And then what you do is you put the map out.
You're mad.
Where do you want to go?
First date.
Then you learn.
Do you want to go to anal land?
Yeah. See if she wants to go. If she wants to go to anal land first thing. Yeah. There you go.
Whip out the ring.
Yeah. Exactly. Or if he wants to go straight to the swingers world, then you know what he's about. I'm just saying you need to know what people are about.
Swingers world.
Yeah. You get me? And if they're like, I've never been to anal land, then you know.
Yeah.
You know, innit?
Yes.
You get me? You can drop little hints. You get me? Oh, wicked. Ask a guy, do you want to go to finger up the bum corner? Nah, all right, folks.
No. I've been there once before. It was shit.
Actually, if they named every part of the park after like sexual positions and little kinky things, then you could just use all of those innuendos to ask, like, do you want to go to do you want to go to Swallows Road?
Yeah.
No, you don't like Swallows Road? Oh, okay, cool. You'd rather
do you prefer facial drive?
Yeah. No, I don't want to go to the facial. Oh, there you go. All right, cool.
So you don't want to go to Swallows, you don't want to go to facial? Man, I'm leaving! I'm leaving this theme park. Straight refund!
What do you mean you don't want to go to Pull Out World? But yeah, right. So here's some other theme parks, Nick. Let me know if you would go to these, yeah?
All right.
Quick fire round.
Go.
A survival drama park housed in a former Soviet bunker where you have to run away from KGB officials and get an official Gulag-style interrogation.
What is it? Firstly, do you want this to be quick fire, or am I allowed to ask questions?
Ask a couple of questions.
All right. I've only got one question for this. What is the interrogation? How hardcore is the interrogation?
It doesn't say here, but
you can make it up.
I'm going to say real life waterboarding, nipple twisting. It will be painful stuff, but Nothing that would like let you come out
You
with all your
wouldn't
fingers
die.
and toes. Yeah,
Right,
you wouldn't
okay.
die. Come out with your fingers and toes.
It's hard.
There'd be like two electrified pegs on your nipples firing away while they waterboarded you. That sort of stuff.
Fucking hell, that's pretty hardcore, Marcus.
Apparently,
mate.
you get a shot of vodka at the end, though.
You're weird, mate. I was so involved until there was things on my nipples shocking me.
Oh my!
I'm gonna say no, but it's a gritted teeth no because like it does sound sick.
Yeah, you see what I did there? I used the same technique from the theme park. I was like, Nick, do you want to go for nipple crunch corner?
Yeah.
One is like,
You know what I'm about.
Yeah, it is. There's Dwarf Empire, which houses residents between 2 and just over 4 feet tall, but you can visit it though. So there's like it's called the Kingdom of the Little People. It's a Chinese theme park. It's one of the most controversial in the world.
I've seen this on what's that Ricky Gervais thing where they send Carl Pilkington?
Idiot Abroad.
Yeah.
So you got them dressed as butterflies, hip hop stars, medieval soldiers. It's called a human zoo, but there's loads of staff working there. They're enjoying themselves. Would you go to that?
I can't go to that, bruv. I would want to go because the curiosity
Yeah.
I would so want to see what it's all about, but like,
I think it would wear off quite quickly. It'll be like, look, he looks like so-and-so, but a bit smaller. They're dressed like this, but a bit smaller. Oh, look. It's smaller.
But curiosity
It's like,
killed the cat, innit?
Yeah,
like, I'd want to
yeah.
go, but like you say, once you get there, it's like,
Yeah.
where's the rides at?
Yeah, it's a cheap one. Like, we're talking about dildo drones out here,
Exactly,
yeah?
bruv,
Talking about
like-
nudist theme parks.
Like, you know, the dwarf theme park is not on the same level as Sexland.
Exactly. Oh, South Korea's got a sex theme park as well.
Oh, for real?
It's got a lot of sculptures in it, though. It's called Loveland. It's in the Jeju province.
Nah.
Yeah? No?
The fact that it's called Love Land and not Sex Land puts me off.
That's out of it then.
Yeah.
Fine. The ultimate wildlife experience with the crocodile cage of death in Australia.
Yeah, I like the sound
On
of
that, yeah?
I like the sound of that.
You're a G. Fine. Holy Land experience, United States. Probably need that after doing all the other prior ones. Basically, Holy Land is like a church theme park. Moving swiftly on.
Tumbleweed.
The park of countless depictions. The park of countless depictions of extreme violence and stomach churning scenes.
Oh, do you know what? I would... This is so
I think,
hard.
I think my bird would like that, you know.
Oh, wow.
She likes... No, because she always likes watching TV shows where there's like... Real, like... I like crime dramas where it's like... At the start of the show, someone's dead and they work out who done it. She
Right.
likes shows where at the start of the show, everyone's alive and then someone dies horrendously and throughout the show, people keep dying horrendously. Like...
You're not worried that she's
rape,
going to decide
stabbing.
to kill you? Is that, like, that might be on the cards?
Don't want to get on a bad side.
She will probably end up at S&M Drive in the sex theme park.
Yeah, no, in what's it called? Blackout. Was it
Yeah.
Chokeout Drive?
Dominatrix
Dominatrix
Zone.
Drive. Yeah. So what about that, Nick? No.
Not for me, that
Cool,
one.
not that. No. All right, cool. Illegal border crossing from Mexico. There's an actual group of people. It's not really a ride per se, but they.
Well, it is a ride.
They give you the experience of crossing the border.
Who thinks of this stuff? Who, like, bruv, I'm sitting here racking my brain like somebody somewhere in this world was sitting in a room with their brethren like we are right now and went, fam, you know what would be a good idea, bruv? You know what would be a sick idea? I've just had the Einstein Eureka moment, bruv. Oh my gosh. Let's create an experience where we get normal people to cross the border and get shot at like they're trying to escape poverty in Mexico. Sick idea, bruv. Yeah, let's do it.
Wouldn't you be a little bit curious what it's like, though? And we get into these things, and it only costs $10 as well.
But it might be really hard if Donald Trump becomes the president because there's going to be a massive wall there. According
Oh
to
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Like, it'd be impossible. Were they going to change the experience then so you have to scale a massive wall?
Yeah, and then that's just like Tough Mudder.
Exactly.
Get out of here. Simple stuff, right? Scrap that then. An alien abduction roller coaster
Yeah.
in Roswell.
In.
As soon as I heard the word alien, I was in.
I'm in.
Yeah, let's go. A place for children to fill out loan applications. No way.
What the fuck is that? Bruv. Like, you lot need to piss off with your idea.
It's in Argentina, and it consists of a city downsized to perfectly suit children, and it's created to teach them the virtues of democracy. No, forget that. Kids need to play. Kids need to play.
Exactly.
And that's it, really. That is it. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
So that was it. Like, really, I think out of all of those, the alien one speaks.
Yeah. The alien one's good. The Soviet Union one's good as well. But like the minute you were like waterboarding and like, I was like, maybe not.
So what would you take? You'd go for what would you go for?
I'd go for like someone shouting in my face.
Yeah. I would love an interrogation.
What,
A real interrogation.
Like putting screws through your fingernails and that?
I wouldn't mind.
Nah, bruv, you're...
No, not screws through my finger. No. I'd like the light to go on, and they're like,
Shouting at
what's
you.
your name? And then like you can just tell them like your name and your agent number or whatever. Like I'm Private Bronzy from whatever. Like, where is he? Where is he?
Your missus definitely wears the trousers in your relationship. Like, because I'm taking this as like, you enjoy being bossed around. Enjoy.
Man, if I went to that theme park, I'd go to I Run the Pussy section. Only joking, babes. Hi. It's cool, baby. It was for the podcast. It was for the podcast, honestly. Yeah, just say it for the podcast, baby. It's cool, innit? Now run that, bruv, innit? Later.
Straight whippage.
Yeah, straight up to go make me a sandwich after the length drive, yeah? Yeah, man. Well, we've almost killed an hour, and I know this ain't a sports podcast, but today's the day after Amir Khan's jaw did what everyone said it would.
Bruv.
He hit the canvas. We were talking about it on the way up on Friday, weren't we? Basically Amir Khan, Boltonian.
Do you hear that? That's Amir Khan's jaw still swinging, bruv. He got fucking laid out.
Bruv, I've not seen a knockout like that for time. Like, and shout out to Amir Khan, a Boltonian, man, like, obviously, you know, repping UK. He's fast, but we were saying in the car that we didn't think his jaw could take a punch.
Nah.
And he got hit with one of the cleanest
It was flush, bruv.
hooks I have seen ever. But you know what?
Shit was flush like a toilet.
Bruv, since then he tweeted saying, guys, I'm all right, the better man won. Do you know what? I got to respect his sportsmanship. That's it. Yeah, that's the word. Do you think that the fact that they didn't have all of that hype, because that wasn't really an angry fight, they were kind of quite civil, weren't they?
Yeah, well, all the way through, like, Khan was saying in the press conferences, he knows how powerful Canelo is.
Yeah.
Like, he's gone up 2 weight classes as well, Khan did, to make the weight for the fight. So he was always the massive underdog. But, like, I don't know, man. This is the thing, right? I am one of those idiots. I'm one of those dickheads that get sucked in by boxing matches. I get sucked in by their WWE antics. And I start believing that it's real. I start believing the hype. And that I forget that they're both just making loads of money. And regardless of who wins or loses, they're both getting paid. So it's like, I get sucked in and I'm like, yeah, they hate each other. You see what he said? You see what that person said? Blah, blah, blah. And then at the end, they're just like, I respect them so much, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bruv, I want to see you mad. I want to see you pissed that you lost.
Yeah.
I want to see you embarrassed. Like, my jaw got spun. My jaw is still spinning right now. Does that not hurt your pride? Like,
Big time. And you're in front of everyone. You're
that's
in a
what I
room
was about
full
to
of people.
say. For me, it's bad enough, right, if you get laid out in front of your missus. Imagine getting laid out in front of the world. Like,
That's got to be worse than getting laid out in front of your missus or your mum.
yeah. Bruv.
Yeah.
It is so peak. Listen, and I'm just want to put a disclaimer out there right now. Like, I am not saying that I would be able to beat Amir Khan in a boxing match at all, because if man walked in here right now, he would spin me like one time. I would be the one with the glass jaw on the floor, seeing Tweety Pies flying around my head. But it's like, I don't know. He shouldn't talk smack about Floyd Mayweather. Man has been talking shit about Floyd Mayweather, saying that Mayweather needs to give me the fight. Bruv, Mayweather will fucking, like, it's, I can't even talk. Mayweather will kill you, bruv.
You need to, because Mayweather's a different class of boxer, man. And plus, he's chilling now, man. He's on his way out. Everyone needs to stop trying to let him have his legendariness. That's like me going now, because in a few years' time, Mayweather's not going to be about it. He's not, he'll probably still be in shape, but he's not going to be about it. So let's start thinking about doing stuff like our very own Anthony Joshua, kicking ass out there. I wouldn't mind getting in the ring with him for a little. I don't know why I want to do this, bro. I just want to get in there and say,
Joshua?
like, Joshua, and just say, look, 10%, mate, 10%. Like, do all the movement, but when you're about to hit me, just don't really connect. Just do some Instagram videos. Yeah, me. I'll be on that, bro. I'll be on that.
So hang on. All right, let's
scrap the Instagram videos, because he might just, a 10% might still have me on the floor.
Let's change tact a little bit with this then. Yeah. All right. So, how much would you take a full pelt punch from Anthony Joshua for £500?
Nah.
£1,000? £5,000?
Nah.
£10,000?
Nah. It's got to be
£20,000.
Do you know, before we can negotiate this, I've got to find out how much it costs for like a full head examination like a serious head examination, book out like a suite in a hospital with
the
ICU.
The head examination is thrown in.
Yeah.
All right. So we're just talking the money now. So the head examination is thrown in. 50 grand, one full pelt punch, just one to the head.
A jab.
No, right hand.
A right hand
Right.
hook, a hook or uppercut.
Yeah, right. Like what he knocked out Charles Martin with, or Dillian White.
If I had a head guard on,
No head guard.
no head guard, yeah, I'll take it 50 bags.
Bruv,
What about you?
I'm taking the 10 bag, bro. I was already out the door. I've undercut you long ago. I'm in the ring.
Nick's in the ring. Ding,
I'm
ding,
seeing
ding.
stars already.
Bruh. I think, but with the power of our boxers nowadays, like we saw it with Eubanks Jr., I think that sportsmen get better and better, stronger and faster, but heads aren't getting thicker and thicker.
Yeah.
Bruv, these guys are letting off shots that could bust car windscreens.
Bruv, look, I don't mean to name drop now. Like, I don't mean to name drop, but I'm filming this thing with David Hay at the minute.
Yes.
Who's a boxer.
Yes.
And,
What can you tell us?
It's a iPlayer documentary for the BBC.
Yeah.
It's going to be up before his fight, which is happening on the 21st of May.
Sick,
He's
yeah.
fighting at London O2, so
Right.
we're filming next week. But I went to his gym and we done a bit of filming there. His gym is sick, by the way, but this is not the point I'm trying to make. But the point I'm trying to make is he said to me, it don't matter what weight you are, whether you're like a flyweight, featherweight, bantamweight, whatever, heavyweight, the thickness of your skull is still the same. So he's like, when you're a heavyweight and you're getting punched by 17, 18, 19 stone men who are putting all their weight behind that one punch, bruv, your brain is scrambled. That's why there's so many knockouts in heavyweight boxing. Because, you know, when you watch the lower weight boxing, like 7 stone guys, 6 stone guys punching each other, you might knock someone down, but they always get straight back up.
Yeah.
Get knocked down again, straight back up. Like, in heavyweight boxing, bruv, when you get knocked down, 9 times out of 10, you don't get up. Or when you get up, your legs are like, you look like you're Elvis, bruv. You look like you're doing their moves. Like, it's over, because your brain is like,
A mess. What was he? Did he look in shape? Does he look like he
oh,
can have it?
bruv, like, he was, like, and the thing is, you always get those gym wankers, innit? Like wherever you go, if you post anything on the internet or whatever, people go, you do even lift, bro? Like, I can lift 100. Like, you get wankers like that, innit? But David Hay, with ease, was lifting 45 dumbbell in each hand. He was doing push-outs with it with ease. Man wasn't
chilling.
even struggling. Like, I put a picture up with he had 2 45s in his hand, he's pushing them out. You got to bear in mind, that's more than, like, the two
90
together.
kilograms.
It's more than what I weigh. I weigh 75 kgs, bruv. He's lifting me up, like, with ease. Like, so I put a picture up like that, and again, all the gym wankers came out. 45 ain't even that much, man. I was like, fuck off. He will knock you out.
Yeah,
David Hay will knock you out.
He's not a power lifter, innit? He's
Yeah.
trying to be an elite sportsman. I think a lot of guys or a lot of people forget, like, there's different types of lifting. Like, if you look at those world's strongest man, they can probably lift more
Exactly,
than David Hay,
but they all look fat, beer belly, fucking men from the
Exactly.
pub who play darts.
full of energy. But then if you get a slim man like I don't know, Conor McGregor with his garms on, he doesn't really look like he can lift as much as David Hay. But I tell you what, wouldn't want to get in a little fisticuffs with
Imagine
him.
getting in a scrap with him.
He will handle you, bruv. You get me? No octagon, yeah? He will handle. That's the scariest thing about MMA fighters. They look like regular guys.
I know.
And some of them look undernourished, bruv. Some of them look slim when they're wearing normal clothes. They look like, who's this joker?
Like, can you imagine starting? Obviously, Conor McGregor, it wouldn't happen because everybody flipping knows who he is now. But like, can you imagine just being down the local with the lads? Yeah. You've had a few pints, you're getting a bit loud because that's what happens, ain't it? You get a bit loud.
Yeah.
Then you start getting leery to this geezer because like he's looking you up the wrong way. They're like, what you saying, mate? You want some of this? Hey, you want some of this?
Go, look,
no,
mate,
take my coat, bro. Take my coat. And then this guy's like, no, look, you don't want it with me. You don't want it with me. You don't want it with me. No, bro. I will spark you out, you know, bro. Watch it. No. Hold me back. And then all of a sudden, this guy just a jab. you're on the floor. You don't even know what day of the week it is.
Yeah.
Turns out he's flipping some MMA fighter. Like you said, you don't even know.
Bro.
These guys, they're like chameleons. They're blending in with us regular civilians.
You need to be careful. You need to be careful when you're on the train, public transport. You don't bump the wrong guy up the wrong way, because he'll just put you in a quick chokehold, and between 2 stops of your train, you'll be knocked out. Simple.
You see that video, actually, that was floating around? There was 2 guys fighting. I think it was in America somewhere. There was 2 guys fighting on a train. And then all of a sudden, they weren't fighting. Let me rephrase it. There was 2 guys having an argument, right? And one of them didn't really want to fight, and the other one was being all like, ugh. And then this other guy just came out of nowhere. It turned out he's an MMA fighter, and he got the Larry one in a chokehold and just put him to sleep. Just put man to sleep in 2 seconds. Got him in a chokehold, no. Man was asleep on the floor.
He was just like, I've had enough of this noise.
Yeah. He came out of nowhere. He weren't involved in the altercation. He wasn't involved in the confrontation. He just came out of nowhere, got this guy in a sleeper hold within about 15 seconds of getting him in the sleeper hold. He was asleep. Man was on the floor.
You need to watch yourself. I'm shook now. I'm looking at people. I'm looking at their cheekbones now, thinking, have they taken a few punches?
Their nose is a bit bruck up.
I'm looking at their ears, if they've got cauliflower ears. If your ears are clean, then I might be more likely to get involved. Anyway, that has been a clean hour that we've killed there, Nick Bright.
That flew.
Yeah, it flew by, man. And man, we're going to get out there and do some more stuff real soon. And plenty of ways to kill an hour out there. I've been Marcus Bronzy, at Marcus Bronzy on Twitter.
And I've been Nick Bright, at Nick Bright DJs, where you can find me chatting grease.
You know what, Nick's funny on Twitter. You know what, Nick's funny on Twitter when there's TV on,
I'm just funnier on Twitter than I am in real life.
Nah, he's hilarious. When there's big TV shows on, Nick Bright's one of them. He's got the puns. Also, don't forget, if you want to win tickets to that Z Events night in Reading, which we think is great, go to howtokillanhour.com/win. If you're listening to this podcast, you're going to have the head start on this competition as well, because we're going to make sure you get it before we start popping out all online and stuff like that. Right, anyway, we'll see you next week. Bless.